Yeah, Campy, don't be a faggot. Oh, we're live. Good Sunday afternoon. You know what that means? It's another exciting episode of Matinee with the homies. And today it's going to be a twofer because we got two little things we want to talk about today. So before we get to our today's subjects, Atomic. How's it going, Atomic?
It's going good, dude. I'm glad to be here. We're here to have fun and talk about, the legendary actor Dick Van Dyke, who is truly a godsend talent, man, and all his movies. So I can't wait to get into the subject.
What's up, our Dollar Tree Ray Mysterio? What's up, Campia?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me again, Phantom. We're glad you're, as Kreese would say, we appreciate y'all being here. You could be in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. And like he said, Atomic said, Dick Van Dyke, he transcends cinema nowadays. Like his ability, his acting, his voice, his movement, all that made something, very wonderful. And yesterday was his 100th birthday, and we're here to celebrate that, as well as talk about some animated movies, Christmas movies. We were going to do that next week, but we just kind of felt like we was going to condense it down a little bit. And then next week we're going to do Spielberg movies. But today is about animated Christmas and about the life of Dick Van Dyke. So, Ronan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Hello, everybody. Y'all know who I am. I'm Ronan the Crusader. The
Rhonda.
time, unfortunately, yeah, Rhonda, big Rhonda. The time caught up to me, unfortunately, so I will be turning the camera on and off while I have breakfast. But anyways, yes, we are here to talk about and celebrate the life and times and the career of Dick Van Dyke. Probably one of the, I would have to say, one of the best actors ever to exist. One of the best, even not musician, but I would say singer as well too. I imagine he was singing all those
Talents.
times when
Best
talents, yes.
yeah.
One of the
Talent.
best talents, I would say. I'd probably put him in the same caliber as Jimmy Stewart. That's what I would say.
100%.
He seems like Jimmy
Oh, yeah.
Stewart to me, honestly.
100%.
You don't really find that kind of gentleman in Hollywood anymore. It's very rare to come by it in this day and age.
Not many that are loved by everyone, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
And another guy that you really never knew what his politics were because he just didn't care. He didn't talk about them.
He puts
Good
action
actor.
first. He puts
Yep.
his career first, not what people want to hear.
All right, Campia. So
Exactly.
go ahead. Let's go ahead and get in our first subject with him.
Well, with him, it was, he's been around since the early 60s. So he's had some minor roles, of course, here and there. He was in Bye Bye Birdie, which isn't really talked about a lot anymore, but that was one of his first actual on-screen roles. But the discussion here is just like when he came along. See, a lot of people talk about his movies, Bye Bye Birdie, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Mary Poppins, of course, and his horrible freaking accent. The only bad time I could ever say his accent didn't work. But what I first found him was the Dick Van Dyke Show, which was after I think after Mary. No, it was in between his TV show, but before Mary Poppins and the rest of them, and it was just like him and Mary Tyler Moore played off each other so well. The other actors you had his neighbors, I forget their names exactly right now because I haven't watched it in years, but it was just a really fun, wholesome family show. And he gave us, I feel like, one of the first TV shows that you had the slapstick stuff where he would fall over a chair. Like every opening, he fell over a chair or would scoot it out of the way and all that stuff. And his physical ability was just
His comedic
none.
timing was impeccable. I mean,
Completely.
I was watching like clips of him
Impeccable.
like today, and they were showing how like on his show he was sitting there, and this one was like, "Do you want a sandwich? Yeah, go make me a sandwich." And he went, "Oh!" He slides out of the fucking chair and goes, "Oh!" I mean, he was just so good at his craft. I mean, at 100 years old, I mean, he won an Emmy last year. He did like a little TikTok to Coldplay video when he turned 99 last year, and he was like still dancing around and shit.
He was in New
You know?
York last year dancing on the side of a stage in New York, and it's like at 99, he looked like he could have been 70, 50. I mean, he was
Bro,
just
he
so
looks like
moving.
he's in his 70s.
Yeah, he doesn't
Mhm.
look as old as he is because I guess maybe because he's a dancer, he stayed so physically fit throughout the years. Like the only thing that ever came out about him that was really bad was he was an alcoholic.
Mhm.
But he got help for it. And once he got out of the alcoholism, he lost a lot of friends in Hollywood because most of them were drinkers. But
Mhm.
after that's
None of them
literally
are
when your
clinical.
only controversy is you're hurting yourself because of alcoholism, that shows what kind of person you are. Like he got out of it, he got clean, he got better, and he's carried on. He didn't blame anybody, he didn't go back, he was just a stand-up guy who said, "You know what? This is not for me. I need to stop."
He didn't make no excuses.
Mm-mm. It's
Man,
like
think
Which
of
is
his
hard.
sons. Think of his son. You know, his son was a good actor and everything. His brother was a good actor. I mean, his brother was in My Mother's the
Jerry was
Car.
funny as hell. I love Jerry
Yeah.
and Coach. The TV show Coach with
Yeah.
Craig T. Nelson was just a great show back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Dude, I remember his brother from My Mother is a Car, where his mother reincarnates in his
Oh,
Model
he
T
was
car.
in that. I forgot Jerry was in that.
Yeah. But, you know, when it comes to like classic actors like that, is like he's literally the surviving actor of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. He's the surviving actor from his own named show.
Yeah,
And it's like he's outlived everybody. He outlived Betty White, for Christ's sakes.
that is true. She was a little older, just like a year older, but he outlived her.
Yep.
He just epitomizes though the actor you'd want to be, like what we need nowadays in Hollywood, because he was always I could not give me a story where he was mean to a person, mean to an
Never.
actor, mean to a director, mean to a screenwriter. He treated everyone with respect. Fans, he would see his fans and just love. You just felt love coming from him. Every interview, you feel love. You don't feel hatred. You don't feel anger. He was
Which is
just there to
rare for
spread the
so
love.
many actors nowadays.
Even the
He's a
older
good
ones,
man.
kind of, you feel it from some of them, but not really as much as him.
He comes from an older breed of actors that was told to actually be a gentleman about whatever it is that he's doing, and to whoever it is he's doing it with. That's essentially what it is. Again, it's like what I was talking about. Like what I was talking about earlier. He's very much the same caliber of like Jimmy Stewart. Like that's exactly how I see Jimmy Stewart as well. Now I may not know enough about whether or not Jimmy Stewart may have actually like fought with people behind the scenes or may have like fought with his co-stars or anything of the sort, but everything that I see about him presentation wise, he seems like a class act, just a top notch kind of guy that no one has any ill words about.
I'll agree with you, but I don't see. I'd say I'd put Dick Van Dyke above Jimmy Stewart just because of longevity at the most. Like
Well, I mean,
Jimmy at 90 might have been an angry individual. Don't get me wrong, but like he might. I'm saying he didn't live that long, but if he might have been, but just Dick Van Dyke, the longevity that he has been such a nice guy and been in the limelight.
no,
Well,
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, it feels as though he's like both of them are cut from the same cloth.
Oh,
is what I'm
completely,
trying to say.
completely,
Yes.
completely.
Oh, absolutely, they are.
if you want to compare Dick Van Dyke to like a modern actor, you would have to say Keanu Reeves. You know, Keanu Reeves is on that level. He's all around good
Very
guy.
Okay, I can
respectful.
see it. I
Yeah,
can see
very
it. Yeah.
respectful.
Right.
Doesn't treat anybody
Yeah.
with disrespect.
Right.
Loves what he
Yep.
does. Yeah, I agree, Phantom. That's actually a good point.
No, that
I
is a
can
really
see
good
that.
point.
Yeah.
And hopefully we huff him for 100 years. But
I mean, there's prevailing theories. He's probably a vampire, already lived more than 100 years, so you never know.
Oh yeah,
I
like
mean,
that one
he
image
was in
that looks
Bram
identical
Stoker's
to him.
Dracula. Maybe
Oh,
that's just him playing himself.
I was about to do something that I said I wasn't going to do on this stream. Jesus Christ, I almost did it. Oh,
That's
hell
what
with
she
it.
said.
Oh, come on, guys. Don't pick on Keanu Reeves, man. He's a good guy. Don't pick on Keanu Reeves.
Anyway,
Why I ought to don't
but he was known for a lot of things. Like, I'm sure y'all are in agreement, but maybe not. The only thing I could say about him was the Cockney accent in Mary Poppins is about the only bad acting I can ever see him doing.
Oi,
Like, every time-
Mary! Oi, Mary! God, dude. Oh, Jesus. Christ. Fucking Ebola.
Demonic fan.
But I mean, like I remember all like his movies. Of, like he did like a lot of TV movies. You know, he did one about I think it's called Dry County, where they were like people were like not drinking anymore, and he played a reverend, and you know he was he was in a role. I didn't even know it was him. He was in Dick Tracy. He was in Dick Tracy.
He was one of the detectives. Yeah, he was a commissioner or something in it.
Commissioner, yeah.
Like he's had a lot of TV roles and a lot of movie roles where he's just there for like either a minute or two. Like Night at the Museum, he's not in that movie a lot, but you remember him from that movie because
I can't remember. I can't remember. Was he ever on Columbo?
He did a TV movie of Columbo, I think.
Yeah.
Scrolling down to the bottom there, Atomic.
Because I remember he never liked playing bad guys, but he did it one time for like it's either Columbo. It was one of those shows that was doing the 70s.
Well, he's kind of a bad guy in the first Night at the Museum, but I wouldn't call it that. But he's done like shows like Diagnosis Murder. I never watched it, but it lasted a while.
It was good.
He did episodes of Columbo. He did episodes of Scrubs as Townsy. He was on a lot of TV shows, and every time you saw him, you'd get a warm feeling about the character. Like he just he exuded
he brought a certain levity in like, you know,
a heart. He brought a heart.
Hope, heart to the show, that just shows in the movies he was on. Like, for example, right here it says Night at the Museum. I loved him in it.
And he's only in it for like 10 minutes.
Well, he's in it for like 10 minutes, like 5 minutes in the beginning and then towards the end of it. But
not one bad movie. Not one bad movie. He's never been in a bad movie.
Yeah, he's a freaking a talent, man.
Like a lot of his stuff is like TV shows in the 80s and 90s, but they did. You see it here. They tried 3 different times to remake the Dick Van Dyke Show, but not with the original cast, and it didn't work because they loved him. But he's great when he works with an ensemble, and you can't do that you can't make a show into new characters like that they try nowadays. You try to take. Go ahead.
I do remember when Mary Tyler Moore had her own TV show and he did a guest appearance on that show. It was like the biggest rated. It was like, you look familiar. You look like my wife, and it was like their biggest rated episode of all time too, because he was there with her. He made her career.
Well, thanks to him. Yeah, he did an episode of Matlock, did an episode of Golden Girls. You see there. There's the Van Dyke Show, the second one he tried to make. I mean, he did a lot of things. Highway to Heaven, Strong Medicine, which wasn't a great show, but actually I think is pretty decent.
He was even in an episode in Airwolf. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was. He was a pilot, wasn't he?
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I think he played like one of the girls' dads or something. I can't remember.
That what it was? Okay, I might be thinking.
It's been forever. It's been forever since I've seen it.
The Carol Burnett show.
Carol Burnett. He did like 12 episodes, 13, 11.
Yeah, right here, 11.
Yeah, he did like 11.
Carol Burnett. One of his best episodes is where Carol Burnett sitting there and he's painting her, and she says, "Put green on it," and he takes two fucking things of green paint and paints her fucking hair, man, on both sides. It's hilarious as hell.
And yeah, it was an improv. You see Toby the Tuba there. That was actually my first. Toby the Tuba is a cartoon, but he narrated over it, and that was my first. Back in 83, 84, whatever it was. I was born in 81, but that was one of my first, like, hearing his voice and just being like, "Wow, who is that?" And then later on, did I see Mary Poppins, Bye Bye Birdie, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and such. Like he had quite the career. Like
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang right here.
Yep.
Like you see, he did TV show after TV show. He did movie after movie at the beginning. The Dick Van Dyke Show. There it is. 100 and how many episodes? 55?
158.
58.
Well, also you have to think back then. If you were like a movie star and you did TV, that was like a career killer. But it worked for him. He was able to balance both movie and TV career. Because hell, I think he did more TV than he did movies in his career.
Oh
he
yeah.
did way more TV. Yeah, like you
Yeah.
see there, and only 83 credits over a period of a 70-year career.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Because
is
he
just
just
crazy.
completely. Like
And
you
it's-
saw the Dick Van Dyke Show, you saw Bye Bye Birdie. There was his first movie and stuff like that. Like he did Mary Poppins in the middle of season 3 of the Dick Van Dyke Show. So he was doing TV and movies at the same time, which usually people don't do.
Yeah, and dude, it just like it shows his how talented he is and how loved he was by America, because this man just no matter even if he went to a career killer, his career wasn't over.
Nope.
Mm.
Fitz Willie. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, no, neither have I.
Phantom, you're old. Have you seen that? Yeah, that's interesting. But we did watch. I'll go into this. We did watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which is there. We do Friday night viewings. If y'all ever want to join the Discord For the Homies Discord, we do Friday night viewings of what we're going to talk about Sunday, and we did Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Ronan was there for most of it, and of course, all 3 of us were there the whole time. 2.5 hour movie, a long movie.
That
But-
actually surprised me. Yes, because when I
But-
started watching it again, it was wow. Okay.
It's long, but it's like you never feel, what's the word? You never feel bored. You never feel tired.
No.
right.
Like that.
It's very fun for a
It's
movie.
Oh, there's that movie. It's called Cold Turkey. That's the one where he's the Reverend. It's called Cold Turkey.
okay. That's what
He's-
you're talking about. Okay.
It's funny as hell. So he's a preacher, and he goes home at a certain time of the day to have sex with his wife.
An appearance
It's
on the Bill
hilarious as hell.
Cosby show too, huh? I don't know
Yeah.
about that, man.
I think he was I think he was a doctor with Dr. Huxtable. I think that's what, if I
Yeah.
remember right. That's been
Yeah.
quite a
Doctor-
while ago.
this
like
day and
Doc-
age now.
Yeah, he was
Uh-huh.
Dr. Huxtable was a Bill Cosby's character, and I think he was just a visiting doctor to help out or something.
Okay.
If I remember
Yes.
right, I might be wrong on that. But yeah, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It's been probably 25, 30 years since I've seen that movie. I don't know about Phantom and Atomic. It's been longer since you were alive that I've seen that.
About 20. For me, it's about 20 years. It's been 20 years.
But
Well-
it holds up so well though.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
The last time I watched a movie was probably maybe about 10 years ago. I remember, like, we sat down, we watched it, and as we watched it like this Friday, I was like, oh man, I remember this and just scenes. I was like, oh, that's what this is, and it was just like, hey, shut up, Ebola.
Also, you gotta remember how many times that
years ago,
they've
you're right.
used references to this movie. Like the second Ace Ventura, he sings the song "Chi Chi
Chitty
Bang
Chitty
Bang."
Bang Bang.
Yeah,
when
he
when
does.
He's chasing people.
Okay, so it's great you actually bring up the references now. So I gotta come clean on this. Obviously, before the assignment, shall we say, on this? Shut up. Before the assignment on this, on this film and everything, right? I'd never actually seen it. I'd always heard about it, but I kind of dismiss it because it had a very silly title to it. It's like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What the hell kind of film is this? What is this about? And it's like the poster has Dick Van Dyke with, of course, Truly and the kids behind in the car, and I'm like, what is going on in this? What is happening in this? I don't know if I'm interested in it. But one thing I will say is the songs and the music pieces are constantly referenced by Seth MacFarlane in Family Guy. One of the most famous examples, obviously, the song
I Have You Too, which is
I Have You Too, which is I Have James Woods, and
Mhm.
Me Old Bamboo Stick, which obviously is changed for a bag of weed.
a bag of weed.
Yeah.
Yep. But I mean, it shows he loves. Well, Seth MacFarlane. Everybody knows he loves musicals, and that's no
absolutely.
surprise that this is one of his
can
favorites.
sing. I'm just saying.
He can, but it just
Right.
shows like what longevity this has with people when they say it.
The absolute impact that Dick Van Dyke has had on many people throughout film and television, to a point where Seth MacFarlane's willing to do nice, affectionate parodies of the songs from this most famous film in his show, like in his own animated show. I'm not going to try and say Seth is the kind of guy that was also cut from the same cloth, because he's well, one, he's got his political opinions, which are pretty dumb, and two, he's not as how would I say?
Suave.
He doesn't have no. Well, he's sort of, but he doesn't have that same caliber that Dick does, and Dick is well known for. But it almost feels as though he's definitely inspired by him. But that again, like what you say, Campia, that goes to show not just the longevity, but the impact that Dick Van Dyke.
I will give you this. If there was ever a musical kind of in that vein, if anybody could make it nowadays, it would be Seth MacFarlane.
I could see Seth doing it. I know he would make a real good attempt at
Like
it.
It probably end up a parody just because he's a comedian too.
Right.
But,
no, that's most likely
but I
going to
think
be
he'd
what
be
it
the
is.
closest to the originals.
Mhm.
Well, look what he did. Look what he did with the Orville. It was literally a parody of fucking Star Trek, and it was better than fucking Star Trek.
Than modern Star Trek.
Well, again, not to try and like veer away from Dick himself, because Dick is the topic here, but Seth obviously understands that when it comes to trying to, yeah, you get what I mean when I say that. Seth understands the task at hand, and whether he's trying to make a parody out of it or if he's trying to be sincere, that's the most important part, is the sincerity of it, which a lot of people nowadays just seem to be so deathly allergic to. They're so deathly allergic of sincerity, they have to turn stuff into some cynical, nihilistic, irreverent piece of trash.
The world we live in, modern audience. Yep. I completely agree with you, Ronan. It's like they can't just be in the moment anymore. It's got to be there's got to be a reason behind it. There's got to be this or that. He loves his kids, yeah, but what does he do behind closed doors? Okay. It's not. He behind doors, he treats them the same as he does in front of people. It's
Jeremy has said this multiple times. We don't really have movie stars anymore. We still got one.
No.
He just turned 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
True.
We still have one. He just turned 100 years old. He can still act.
He can't move like he used to, but he can still move.
Yes, absolutely.
He even has a movie. I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
Scroll to the top here, Thomas. Scroll to the top. I think he's got a movie coming out.
Yeah,
like this year.
He still does.
Yeah. There's no more.
Upcoming. Capture the Flag.
He's playing in a movie called Capture the Flag. I mean, I guarantee his part's going to be great in it. Whether the movie's good or not, another thing, but I guarantee he's going to be great in it.
All right. He's still going then.
Yep. Now don't get me wrong. I think it's maybe his last role, but hopefully not, but you never know. Now, what was you going to say, Atomic?
Oh, I was just saying, like, freaking Dick Van Dyke, he's truly like
truly.
Yeah, he's truly. No, just like
truly
scrumptious actor. He's such an underrated actor, and I get he's not really acting in much as of the last few years, but he's still got that talent, and honestly, he can move so much better than a lot of actors nowadays can. Even at 100 years old, this man can still move.
He moves better at 100 years than freaking what's his name in the Dial of Destiny? Harrison Ford did in the Dial of Destiny.
Yeah.
Dial of Dysentery.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it shows you what kind of actor he is, though. It's like, and we appreciate him, and like you said, truly shout out our thumbnail, Phantom as the girl.
Yep.
It's
why am I friends with you?
Nobody else will be your friend.
At least he's honest.
But like,
we're all a bit retarded here.
I will say everybody falls to Mary Poppins as his favorite role, or their favorite role of him. But I think Chitty Chitty Bang Bang's right up there. Like it should be either equal, yeah, because it's his acting role. It's not he's a side character.
Mm-hmm. He's the star of the movie.
It literally, his TV show, you can say his TV show put him on the map, but Chi Chi Bang Bang is the movie that literally gave him a cult following. Yeah.
I would agree
and look at the movie. Like everybody in that movie, you could tell love what they're doing. The kids, usually kid actors, people hate. The kids in this movie were really done well.
Mm-hmm.
Like then you had
and they also sang pretty damn well too.
Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody did a good job. The weird little snidely guy,
even the villain of the movie, he did a freaking good like the
You mean
the king or
Tom,
one
you
of
mean
them?
the Baron of Bulgaria,
yeah,
right?
the Baron of Bulgaria. He
Mhm.
he did it. He was fun singing too.
I
Like what he,
I gotta
especially
You
say,
when
do
he,
know who
like,
that was, right? You know who that was, right? If I remember right,
I
isn't that the
don't
guy
remember
that
his
played
name.
Goldfinger in
he f-
Goldfinger?
He played in
Is-
something, yeah, Ian Fleming something, yeah.
he f- well,
Yeah.
okay. So actually, it's interesting you guys bring up Ian Fleming now because I didn't realize that this film was an Albert Broccoli production, who's obviously well known for making all the James
Yeah,
Bond
Q's
films.
in the
But that's
movie.
Yeah.
Q's
Well,
in the
Ian,
movie because he's the one that owns the car that the kids buy. They buy the car from. That's Q from Bond.
okay. That's why he also looked familiar as well
Yep.
too.
Mhm.
Okay. But
Yeah.
yes, the whole film being a joint US UK production with Albert Broccoli, kind of at the head of it, it was surprising to me because it's like, wait a minute, Albert Broccoli, the same guy that does all those James Bond films and everything. Hell, I even saw that the script or the story, I'm trying to remember, but it was written by Roald Dahl as well too. Roald Dahl, one of the most popular children's book authors. Like
Mhm.
Yep.
that's absolutely amazing. The film had not just a stellar cast, but it had a stellar production team as well too that all came together to make something that truly see what I did there.
A timeless
Actually
classic.
gave us something. Yes, exactly. It was
well,
truly a
I
timeless
Well,
I
classic.
thought this
Also,
hang on.
oh,
I thought this
yeah.
and double checked. Actually, the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is written by Ian Fleming.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
it's actually
There you
written.
There's
go.
Bond. There is Bond elements in the movie. There are Bond elements in the movie. Straight up, there is.
Well, let's be honest. Like you got your first. It's basically two different movies. It's the movie of that, and then the movie of the story he's telling the kids.
Right.
And the movie he's
Mhm.
telling the story of the kids is basically a James Bond type story.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
it's really fun too. Like there was definitely like serious moments in the story sequence, but man, does it keep you engaged? It
So-
just
so that is something I
oh,
actually
man.
do want to comment on myself as well too. If we're gonna actually go in depth on the movie and sort of like review it, there's actually like being able to like watch the beginning now because before we started the stream, I decided to try and like watch it again since I only saw parts when I showed up on Friday. But don't you do that. But anyways, now having actually sat down and watched it from beginning to up to the point that I got to, which was when they managed to get to Bavaria and everything. There was something interesting about not the pacing, but the way that the story was progressing, shall we say, right? That you had what was his character's name? Caracatus. That's what his name was. Caracatus.
yes.
Yes, it was kind of a funny name, I'll say. But he's like a great inventor. His kids are running around in the scrapyard playing with the dusty old car that's basically they're running away. That used to be a race car for the Grand Prix, and
Mhm.
he's trying to figure out how he's going to get the shillings to be able to buy it. And in the meantime, he's also doing these other inventions as well, and he's looking for these different odd jobs. There at times the way that the story was kind of progressing, it felt like it felt like, to me at least, it felt like sort of how you see a lot of modern films where it's just a series of and thens. One thing's happening and then this happens and then this happens next.
Yeah.
But at the same time, one, it was actually very entertaining when all of it was actually, flowing through because of all the performances, all the musical acts. When he was like presenting the candy to Truly's father and everything, that was a great musical piece. I actually like that one a lot. That one
really
was
good
fun.
Oh, yeah.
piece.
And then when they went to the carnival, and then he did Me Old Bamboo. That one was also hilarious. I like that one a lot too. So at times it was feeling like it was a series of and thens, but the good thing is that it was actually entertaining, not like a lot of these other modern films where it's a series of and thens, and you're wondering, okay, what the hell is the point of all of this happening?
Well, that's the thing. I'll argue with this. That's the point of storytelling is leading to the next thing, and so some stories have a plot point and they take it from there.
Right.
Some stories are just told in form of this happens, then this happens, then this happens, which leads to this.
The idea, I guess the idea is like sometimes storytelling has to be like, this is happening because of this situation, which then leads to that because of that. At least for me, that's how I perceive storytelling, shall we say. But when it's and then, like it doesn't feel like there's connecting points to it. At the
I-
very least, here the connecting point is he's trying to get money to buy the old
Well,
car.
I agree with you. It's kind of both ways. And with
Mhm.
this movie, I'll say this: you're following the character, following through these events. Like the plot is the character, what the character's going through, not the
Right.
story around him to a point.
No,
Like,
yeah, no, of course.
So I agree. I agree.
It's a
it
good
kinda
hero's
does have-
journey.
Yeah,
It's a
it
good
is a
hero's
and
journey.
then, but you're following the character
Mhm.
more than you are the story in this kind of movie.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. I can understand that.
Like, yeah, it's based around the character, not the situations going on. He just ends up in those situations.
Right.
Yeah, and
It
I
it's
kind of
also like
get Ronan's point.
No,
Go ahead, Pam.
he's completely right. It's just I think this movie takes it a different way.
Right.
Yeah.
it's like you don't know. It's like it's so believable. It's like he's an inventor. Did he really invent the? I mean, at the end of the movie, the car actually flies, and they're not telling the story. The car flies at the end of the fucking
Yeah.
movie. It's like, did he like? Was he like telling the story, or did the events really happen like it did? It 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 makes you think like he's this great inventor. Did he literally make a magical car? Which the car at the end, yes, the car was it had powers. It
Well, the
literally,
story,
it
yeah,
was,
the
it,
story,
yeah.
the story made him go, you know what? I could invent that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him inspiration.
Yeah, I could see that 100%, Phantom.
Yeah.
You
and
gotta
it-
think
it
though.
was just-
There's other elements in that movie, like the Chitty like driving by itself that they integrated into the Herbie movies later on.
Mhm.
It's like it. So they did this movie, and this was like a pseudo Herbie test that people would like a movie about a magical car, and then they made Herbie after that.
And then they made
And
cars.
yeah,
And
it's like
trucks and other vehicles.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, I will agree with you,
But-
Phantom. Like, this led to the creation of magical cars actually being
Mhm.
alive.
Mhm.
Like, there might have been stories beforehand, but this was the first one, probably live action wise, that would be like, what if the car was kind of sentient?
Yo, Naganol.
Mhm.
What's up, Nagano?
But my Nagy.
What's up, homie?
But
But yeah.
yeah, but it's a great timeless story too. Like, this is a movie you could put on at Christmas, at any time during the year that you just want a family movie, a movie that would bring the family together. I feel like
Right.
this is a great one to put on.
Yep.
It gives you everything you would want, and it leaves you feeling kind of happy at the end. Even though I will
Well-
say them getting married after a week kind of felt weird, but
Well, also, in my
Don't
point
think
of
too much
view,
about it.
I prefer Chitty Chitty Bang Bang over Mary Poppins. I just do. I think it's a better movie. It's more of a, for me, it's more of a believable movie than Mary Poppins, in my opinion. It's like you're questioning it, like at the end. It's like, did the events really happen or no? It's like, yeah. It was just how he acted in the movie. It just made it so fucking good.
Yep.
I would argue this, and I agree with you, but I'd argue this. I feel like Mary Poppins for that time would be more the girl movie, and Chitty Chitty
Mhm.
Bang Bang be more the guy movie of the family
Mhm.
movies.
Mhm.
Like, I think girls will appreciate Mary Poppins more than Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, whereas the guys will appreciate Chitty Chitty Bang Bang more than Mary Poppins. But any final like let's any final words? Like, of course, we want to wish Dick Van Dyke a happy birthday. We appreciate him still being alive. Thank goodness.
Absolutely.
And at 100 years old, and we appreciate everything you've done for us and the movie industry and stuff. Anybody else want to add anything before we move on?
I would say
And
9 out of 10
Go ahead.
film. I respect Dick Van Dyke
Mhm.
for everything that he's done, for all his work, and I hope he lives another 100 years. I hope we find a way to go back to the old days of the Bible where we used to live 900 years old, just so we could see Dick Van Dyke keep making some more movies, or at least keep seeing that bright smile and attitude of his.
We'll
Like to
freeze
see
him
that.
next to
Yeah.
Walt Disney.
Exactly, yeah. Until we find the cure to death, we'll freeze him next to Walt Disney.
Yep.
and
Oh,
don't
man.
forget, He sold one of his inventions, everybody. He made the first dog whistle.
Yep, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Dog whistle and candy whistle.
Yeah. Well, it's also not no candy. It's a dog treat as well. By the end of the movie, it's like,
Well, so moving on, we're going to go into our second half, which is Christmas animated movies. We were going to do this as a full movie. We realized we kind of like we could talk about it, but it wouldn't be as there's not as many Christmas specials and movies animated wise as there are regular live action, of course, because it's just cheaper. So we're going to go into that, and we've got a list for it, which we'll bring up in a little bit. But as I do with the beginning of most every stream, which I didn't this one because we talked about Dick Van Dyke, but I won't go into it. Your original memories of either a Christmas special or a movie as a kid that really brought you into like the Christmas spirit every year, the one that like you love. And starting off, I'll give you mine. It's actually, you would think it'd be Rankin Bass because that's most everybody's with the Rudolph Randall's Raider. But what I remember was the Snowman, which was a short animated thing, but it's not these. Huh?
You froze.
Did I freeze?
You're frozen on my on my screen. You are.
Am I
No,
moving for everybody?
you're moving for me. I see you.
Okay,
moving.
it's just your computer
You're
then.
moving now.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's the Snowman, which is it's not. Don't get me wrong. It's a small short. It's about a 4-minute short, but the song from it though, I forgot the name of it now. Whistling in the Air or something like that. But it's whistling in the air, and it's just that as a kid was just like it was like whoa. It was the first time I was like whoa when it comes to like Christmas songs, Christmas movies. And I was probably, mom said I was like 3 years old, and I just sat in front of that and watched that over and over and over again. And so that's the memory I took from it. It's not, the story is just the kid playing with the snowman. It's not really, and then they fly off at the end. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It's not, it's a cute little short that you can watch in a few minutes, but the song just resonates, and it has through the years, especially with Atomic's Dog.
Damn it, dog!
But that's the one for me that really like struck a chord for the first time. Like there's been others, and we'll talk about them as we go on, but that one was the one that's just like wow. Ronan, what about you?
For me, sorry, because I'm like I was doing something right now. For me, I would have to say the one that always the one that I always like remember watching when I was a kid that always told me that okay, yeah, Christmas time is finally coming. It was the animated Grinch special, I would say. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the original one from the 60s.
A great one.
That one's always a great one. I always loved watching that one a lot. As soon as I knew that Cartoon Network was putting that one on TV in circulation, I was like, oh, okay, yep, the holiday season's here. I can't wait to get into the nice holly jolly spirit. Or at least in Grinch's case, it's holiday hubiwadi.
Was it Boris Karloff, or who was it narrated that?
Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff.
Okay, it was Boris.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. His voice just led through that
Like,
thing.
absolutely
it was like one of his final roles before he passed away. Was
really?
the Grinch.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
And it's a great. I mean, I'm 100% behind you, Ronan. That was just a great classic.
Better than Jim Carrey, in my opinion.
I will disagree, but we had that conversation already last
Yep.
week, so
Yep.
we'll leave it there.
I could see both sides of it. Like as I said, me and Phantom grew up in a different time. If we'd have grown up with Jim Carrey, one over Boris Karloff or before the
Yeah.
Boris Karloff, it might be different. But
I mean, again, I'm like the guy that bridges those two generations because I grew up being able to watch both at the same time.
exactly.
So that's why I appreciate both of them. Obviously, the Jim Carrey one's a lot better for like the comedy aspect, and then I would say the Boris Karloff one's better in terms of heart,
Story.
I suppose, and story. Yeah, but both are great. Both are great tellings of it.
What about you, Phantom? What do you remember being your first Christmas like animated movie or stop action? Stop
It would
motion?
it would have to be Rudolph, the original Rudolph, the Rankin Bass. It had to be Rudolph. It was my very first, 1975. I was not even a year old yet, watching that for the very first time. Loved it.
You mean 975?
Oh, fuck you. It's all those movies like the Frosty, and then there's the one where the story of how Santa became Santa. The one with the one they played the music for in Batman Robin. I missed, all
Oh,
those movies
Santa
like
Claus is
that.
coming to
Mr.
town.
White Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
Mr. You know, it's
yeah.
funny. I don't mean to like this take away from you, Fana, but my mother has a Christmas decoration because every time December comes, she likes to really spiffy the house up and put a whole ton of
Mm.
Christmas decorations. A lot of white, a lot of gold, a lot of blue, and whatnot. We
Why does
have
it have to
an
be white?
old. but we have a Frosty the Snowman kind of like figure, shall we say, where you press a button, it does that same song, and
Yeah.
it's
Nice.
that's like a nice little piece that we have at our house that we've had for years, and my mom never wants to let go of that.
Shout out, Mama Rhonda.
Exactly, like even she who's like Colombian and mainly speaks Spanish, like even she loves that song. She loves to press that button every now and then.
Shout out, Mama Rhonda. Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, it's like if you like look at like nowadays they don't play those movies like they used to. I
Not
like
really, no.
last few
No.
years they don't. I mean, I remember them being on ABC every like Christmas Eve. You would have Frosty. You would have Rudolph.
Or
Then
at
at
least
New
within the
Year's
week.
you would have Rudolph's New Year's special on New Year's Eve. And they don't even do that anymore.
Mhm. They started kind of like moving them over to like the Turner Classic Movie Channel when that was a thing, and then slowly but surely they started, phasing it out as well. They don't
It's
show it as
been phased
often.
out in favor of, let's be honest, it's been phased out in favor of the live action ones. Like the
Yeah.
stop motion isn't grabbing kids like Tim Allen flying off the damn top of the roof and stuff like it did.
Mhm.
It's not grabbing
Well,
them like the Grinch. Like, not admit it, Grinch is one of those that's probably seen more nowadays than
Mhm.
any other like Christmas movie.
It's certainly seen a
Well,
lot more than that Illumination version of Grinch, I can tell you
Oh
that.
yeah, oh
Like,
yeah.
I don't think
well,
any of us
well,
even remember that.
also, like, was it like I'd say 5, maybe 10 years ago when they had that resurgence of Rudolph and Frosty and all them, and they came out with the stuffed animals and stuff, and they re-released the movie on Blu-ray, and it's like Charlie Brown's Christmas. You don't even see that one anymore
Mhm.
anywhere. They don't even show it on regular TV like they used to, and I don't even know if they're going to do like a Christmas story if they do it 24 hours anymore like they
Well,
used to.
they are doing it this year because I've seen it, but
Mm.
people are getting tired of it. People are like, why are you playing these same things? Which understandable. Yeah, it's been 40 years of Rudolph, but
Right.
you took it away for so long now, people are missing it now.
Mhm.
That's why these box sets are selling like they are. Like you get the 4 little like Frosty Santa Claus is coming to town, Rudolph, and then usually the drummer boy or something like that's in it. And it's like these are selling more because people are like, why is this not on TV as much as it used to be?
The nostalgia factor, essentially. Like they're not
100%.
showing it as often, and now people are really aching for it because they're starting to see the newer Christmas stuff that they're pushing, even though it's supposed to have that like festive, joyous spirit to it. There's still an air of cynicism behind it because it's more as a replacement than it is like a new semblance of tradition. It's just a replacement for what's come before, and people are
Well,
starting to catch on to that.
well, also you gotta remember it was the war on saying Merry Christmas. I mean, they literally
Oh
put
yeah.
a they
Happy
Yeah, that's
holidays.
oh,
well,
Jesus.
you gotta remember. I don't like doing this political, but it's
Mhm.
to the point. It's like the left did a jihad on Christmas and took away a lot of that shit from us, the Christmas spirit and stuff. Sorry, I had to. It's
What a
true.
hell
That's
of a
what
way
they
to
did.
describe it.
No. And
That's
if you
what they
don't,
did,
and
though.
if you don't like Christmas, I'm gonna put a jihad on you.
I mean, that's what they did. I mean, like for a long time, like when it came to like Christmas movies, I mean, like we talked about this like not so long ago. Like our Thanksgiving stuff, like they took away um Wizard of Oz, and they've taken away like Charlie Brown, and they took away all the classic like stuff that like I grew up at watching as a kid, like Campia did, and it's like like the generations now don't even know this stuff exists unless they see like clips on YouTube or commercials or
Right.
stuff like that. They don't know this stuff exists. They don't know
Don't you call me out like that?
well, they don't know that they're
She
literally
is.
like, you gotta remember the Rudolphs and stuff was actually made by a Japanese studio
Tokyo. Yep.
and
Right.
was brought over here and dubbed and everything. And it's like you don't get that
Mhm.
anymore.
Yeah,
You
Rankin
don't
Bass
get you
was
know
a New York. Rankin Bass was a New York studio that used
Mhm.
Tokyo to do their stop motion.
You know,
Mhm.
that's kind of interesting that's the case, because Japan celebrates Christmas radically different from how we do. Like
Mhm.
because
Oh yeah.
and again, I don't mean to make this a little bit like political or involve religion in it and whatnot, but because America happens to be a heavily religious country, you know, Christianity and whatnot, and we celebrate Christmas. Yes, it's been more secularized to the point of like how a lot of the traditional stuff we used to have is gone. Over in Japan, they celebrate Christmas essentially in like a family get together, couples get together, and we all buy KFC and whatnot.
KFC.
That's
I was about to
usually
say
how I
same
do it.
thing.
Yeah,
KFC.
KFC is a big thing for them over there for some reason during Christmas time. You see KFC just sell a whole ton of buckets of chicken and whatnot, but
Yeah.
they don't have that sort of like, I guess they don't have that deeper spiritual meaning to it that we over here in the States do when it comes to Christmas.
I actually looked it up.
What's up?
And at Christmas
What's
time
up,
in
K
Japan,
Jelly?
they sell.
Yeah. What's up, Kate Jelly?
I think it was $274 million worth of chicken in
Mhm.
Japan.
Wow.
Thanks to Hoodie for making that freaking meme.
Yeah.
Which
But
meme?
I mean,
The K Jelly
but
meme.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, but also you have to think like they just don't care about producing stuff like Christmas movies anymore. And like the only
Mhm.
place you find Christmas movies now is the Hallmark Channel, and they're not
Yeah.
that good. You
Right.
know,
And it's usually a couple, not a story about Christmas. Yeah.
Most of the time,
Yeah.
you're seeing like major, big budget films that don't have anything to do with Christmas just coming out around the Christmas season. Like, for example, last year you had Nosferatu. Now this year you got Avatar: Fire and Ash. But they're not making any films surrounding Christmas, be it animated or live action.
Well, I think they are to a point, but like you said, I think they're just going to streaming. Like the last one was 2 years ago, which was, I think it's called Spirited, the one with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds on Apple TV.
Mhm.
And I mean, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but let's be honest, not many people have Apple TV, and unless it's part of their system or something. Like, that was a really decent little musical with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, but it didn't get, like, you don't hear about it anymore. It literally was heard about that year and then stopped.
Right.
Like, unless you love that movie, it's not, people are not talking about it because it doesn't resonate like these other
Yeah,
ones do.
no. The Spirited one, I like you said, it's decent, right? Campia.
I liked it. I thought it was
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Mhm.
I just think since it's Apple TV, there's not much draw to Apple TV compared to like Netflix and Amazon Prime. It's just there for kind of like the sake of a creative outlet.
Exactly, and it's not like I had to put on a eye patch to watch it because I don't have Apple TV, but it's like it's stuff like that I think would do well in theater during Christmas time, and they're just like, no, let's just put it on streaming, and it's
Well,
defeating the purpose.
if you really think like the last Christmas movie that came out was that fucking Red One, that shitty movie with The Rock. Yeah.
Well, Phantom's right, as he said. Movies are being spinoffs of something. Red One, which was a kind of an action movie spinoff. You had Violent Night, which is a horror movie spinoff.
No.
Silent
Well,
Night, Silent Night with
Or
the
Silent
guy
Night,
that
maybe
lost
that's
his
what I'm
leg.
saying.
Violent Night's like a John Wick style,
The Viking
brutal
action.
action one.
But
Yeah.
what
Which-
I'm saying is they need to take the Christmas and make it some other genre as well to get it to sell.
Put a twist on it, right? Okay, yeah. No, you bring up a good point on that. Yeah, most of the time, a lot of these big budget studios are kind of doing that with the Christmas
Hello,
season
Debbie.
now. They have to add
Good day,
something
Debbie.
else into it so they can sell it. Good day, mate.
It's like, yeah, that's like the classics are always going to be the classics. We'll get some good movies here and there. Don't get me wrong. There'll probably be one or two, maybe every 5 years or something. There'll be one that's decent. Like we got the Jim Carrey Grinch, which is still loved.
Mhm.
We'll get something like that here and there, but it won't be as common as it was back in like the 60s and 70s, where every year a new classic would come out, or every couple of years at least. And going into classics here, I've got a list here we could go through. That's literally just it's a list of the classics from what they're rated and everything. This list is decent. It's from Screen Rant. I know Screen Rant's kind of a meh kind of place.
It could be on and off kind of thing.
Exactly, but I kind of enjoy their, with the exception of one on here, their list is not a bad choice. So just going through and we'll talk about these. Atomic, just scroll through, and if we need to stop you, we'll stop you. Halatoy say, Chris, no idea what that is, but
the art style kind of reminds me of Doug, though. I will say that.
Doug,
That's an abomination.
It really does.
That's an abomination.
This movie, I think, had a good idea, but the so uncanny valley of it.
Okay, I'll say the one cool part is when he drifts the train on the ice. That's the only cool part. It's the most absurd part, but it's
Winnie the Pooh, which not many people talk about nowadays. I love Winnie the Pooh Christmas. I think it was one of the classics that actually came out in the 2000s that people don't talk about enough.
Disney's A Christmas Carol, which I would say is another abomination. It really doesn't match up.
I've not seen the 2009 one, so I can't say.
It's so uncanny.
Jim Carrey was okay, but it's the Polar Express on crack. Literally, that's what it is.
That's kind of what it feels like. Yeah.
Yogi Bear First Christmas. Nobody talks about that like they used to. Yeah,
I remember that one. Yeah,
Arthur Christmas, aka
Honestly,
Atomic.
It's quite enjoyable for what it is. It's not the best anime Christmas movie by any means, but it is enjoyable for what it is.
I mean, it's got 7.1 on IMDb, so that's not bad.
It does look like a cute little movie, I will say.
No idea what Annabelle's Wish is. I never heard of that.
That's about a damn cow that thinks it's a reindeer. It's fucking stupid.
Oh, well.
That sounds a little goofy.
Rise of Guardian, underrated. So underrated a movie.
Oh, definitely.
And you got to think, Alec Baldwin Springer made an appearance in this movie as an animated character.
True. And so did Wolverine.
Yep.
Hugh Jackman himself.
He was in that.
He was the Easter Bunny. Yeah.
Yep. I forgot to
remember that.
Yep.
If you hadn't seen it, I think you should go see it, chat.
Yeah, it's an all right movie, actually.
I saw this on there, and I never even heard of that, but that looks kind of like Viking Santa.
I remember it. Yeah, it's claymation.
It looks interesting. Is it interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, and 100% classic.
It's more or less the movie is like it tells Santa's like it's got a little gothic sense to it, so it's a decent movie. Huh. It's been a while.
Like Santa Claus is a Norse god or something.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, damn classic.
Yeah, Frosty Snowman. That's one of the first everybody sees. Father Christmas. I never even heard of that one.
Never seen this one.
Never seen it. Never heard of it.
Mr. Magoo.
Who's Christmas Carol?
Underrated character. Yeah. Underrated character, Mr. Magoo. Like, he was a bubbling guy because he couldn't see, but just people don't talk about him like they used to.
There's a funny little story about this. They stopped showing this Christmas special after 1980. They took it off TV after 1980. So it went from 1962 all the way up to 1980, and then they stopped showing it on TV. It was like one of the first removals of Christmas.
Well, it's because it was against like people with that couldn't see. It was like blind people or something, wasn't it? That's the reason they brought it down.
Yeah, they made fun of it.
That's retarded.
And then 6 years later, they made Mr. Magoo with Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, which was funny as hell. I remember
never heard of that.
Never heard of it.
It says here it's Disney and Don Bluth, which already kind of piques my interest.
It's based around Christ's birth, is what it is.
Oh, well, that's why nobody talks about it anymore.
Yeah, that's probably why it's so low on the list.
The 71 Christmas Carol, very good, very enjoyable. But I will say, I still like the Muppet Christmas Carol better.
Muppet Christmas Carol, yes.
And this one, I don't really hear people talk about this one, but this is like the third best.
That's the one. That's the one with Mr. Jack Frost.
Jack Frost. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The story on how Santa became Santa.
Here's another Rankin and Bass one. The Year Without a Santa Claus.
That one gets more popular than the other one does. That's why it's like one above it. It's like
I hear this one's talked about a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely talked about a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This one is the one I was
Godfather.
like, why is this on the list? I know why this is on the list. Read the caption down there if you can, Patriot.
This beautiful and moving anime masterpiece might not be the most family-friendly movie, but it's certainly one of the most emotional animated experiences one can possibly find during the holiday season. When a drag queen, an alcoholic vagrant, and a runaway teen discover a baby in a garbage bin, they must traverse Tokyo to return the child to its parents, all on a wintry Christmas Eve.
Okay. I understand 2003 before all woke shit happened, but that really sounds weird.
One comment.
This-
Ronan, is your name Atomic Patriot?
It is now, bitch. But I mean, this kind of sounds like it's an anime version of Three Men and a Baby, basically. Yeah.
It's supposed to be the Three Wise Men, is what it is. It's a story about the Three Wise Men and the baby.
The Tokyo version, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, it's just that just seemed weird to me. I'm like,
And of course,
One of the
true
classics.
classic, yeah.
the Halloween Christmas movie, which is
We got Oogie Boogie down below me here.
Now, this I will say, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, the anthology of this, where you have multiple stories, multiple Christmas stories involving Disney characters. This I grew up watching a lot. I would put this, even though it's high on the list, I would want to put it as underrated because in comparison to like Rankin and Bass, comparison to the Grinch and everything like that, this one feels like it's not talked about as often.
Well,
but I really do love.
I agree with
Mickey's
you.
Once Upon a
Christmas Carol is in the same boat. Nobody talks about it anymore. You know,
No,
I
yeah,
remember
Christmas Carol
when Disney's Christmas Carol came out, and Hardee's Carl's Jr. was selling the little beanies with a little record that was talking that had the story part of it back in the day when it came out. And it's like they don't talk about this anymore.
We'll see. The next one, Ronan, is what I think is or not that one, but the one after in a minute. But it's I think it's the reason Once Upon a Time is not talked about. Go back up to Rudolph though. Yeah, Rudolph, like Phantom said, every kid in between the years of 64 and probably about 85, that is the one movie you saw every Christmas. It's a great story.
I saw it every year on Christmas when I was a little kid. This was just the one movie that was guaranteed.
But was it on TV or did y'all just watch it?
Oh, it was. It wasn't on TV that I know of, but we watched it every year.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like
also,
kids
yeah, no, I know what you mean. That.
Go ahead, Phantom.
But it also got a part 2 when it's a New Year's adventure. You know, it's the only one of that era that actually got a sequel.
It got the New Year's, but it also got another one later with the him and Frosty the Snowman mix. The story between the two of them. Yeah. Rudolph is probably it should be. Was it 5 here? Scroll back up.
Number 6. It's
6
right here.
I didn't say it. It's number 6, which I think is really like. I just was like, really 6.
They really should put in the top 5. It should be
definitely at least number 3, if not number 1. But I kind of understand it.
It's iconic.
And this is why Mickey Christmas Carol, I think, is why the other Mickey,
Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas,
is not talked about enough because this one go ahead.
No, I was going to say I understand why, because you're talking about adapting Charles Dickens' like most beloved story into, a Disney adaptation with Disney characters. I can see why this one would be able to overshadow Once Upon a Christmas.
And the introduction of Scrooge McDuck.
Uncle Scrooge, Uncle Scrooge, which became, DuckTales and all that.
Iconic character. He's a loved character.
And I think that's why the one that Ronan brought up is not Once Upon a Christmas. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Once Upon a Christmas.
I think that's why it's not talked about enough, because this has such an iconic character in Uncle Scrooge.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. I do.
All right.
Wasn't it also the introduction of Huey, Louie, and Dewey, right? Donald's nephews, wasn't it?
I don't know. I can't.
No. They were in the TV. They were in the original shorts. That's right. They were in the original shorts. Yeah.
Okay, Claus. I've never seen this.
I've not seen it either.
Let's see, Netflix, 2019. There's the one I was talking about. That's the Snowman. That was brought out 82. It's like that. Like I said, it's a short little clip thing. It's not even 5 minutes, I don't think, but it's just the music in it makes you really just pay attention to the visuals.
Was that
Yep.
part of like a production of that had like multiple stories and it was one of them?
It was supposed to be,
remember right?
but then it was supposed to be. It got re-released later as the full collection. But as a kid, this was released by itself on it was basically a commercial in between TV show. TV show would have it had the 20-minute commercial or 20-minute show, 10-minute commercial. 5 of
Yeah.
it was this during Christmas time.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, what's number 1?
Well,
know
let's
Two
go to
is
number
Charlie
2.
Brown Christmas, which nobody talks about anymore. His
'Cause it's
little
not played
puny ass
anymore.
tree. I agree, but it's like the reason is because I hate to say it like this because it's a meme now, but pure Christian overtones.
Yeah.
Well, also
Yep.
also can't be the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. People like it. They play it a lot more than this.
Because
it
but
gets
this
more
is
play.
considered a Christian story, and that's not. And I think that's one of the reasons why you don't see it on TV like you used to.
Mhm.
Especially, it doesn't help too when they're doing the performance. They actually do talk in the end about what Christmas really means, and then they just basically spill the whole nativity story. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people nowadays are gonna want to hear that in their secular worldview. Those sick
Well, they can
bastards.
suck it up.
Well, yes, this one's absolutely an icon. This one's a must.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
hang on before you go forward. Go ahead, Ronan.
No, I was gonna say I regret the fact that I've never actually watched the Charlie Brown Christmas. I've only seen parts of it, but I've never sat down and actually watched it in its entirety.
Oh,
But I also understand why they want to try and hide
heathen.
this.
Well,
I know.
also
Be
you
the
think
Christian
about
now,
there's
because of this.
even this was like 1965. There's actually like woke elements in the show itself. I mean, you got one
Peppermint
character.
Patty.
She's a lesbian, so it's like it's obvious.
Well, they don't
that,
say that, but she's very manly.
yeah.
A tomboy.
very
She's a
butch.
tomboy.
Yeah.
That's what you would say. She's a tomboy or a butch,
Yeah.
however you want to describe it.
Mhm.
And number
Damn it,
one.
I told you not to scroll. I wanted to ask
Oh.
what you think would
Oh,
be
okay.
number 1. Oh well.
Well,
Oh, it's spoiled.
Shit happens.
spoilers out.
What else would
I
it
like-
be? What else would it be?
That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
I was like,
that
what do you
is-
think
yeah.
number 1? But obviously, everyone would have got it.
Yeah.
You're a mean one, Mr.
Mr.
Grinch. I
Grinch.
love that. I love that song.
Obviously,
So
it's Seth Rogen's Christmas show.
Oh,
Well,
God.
the reason I love this movie more than the Jim Carrey is it's iconic to me. Seeing this as a kid, it's like, on Christmas Eve, they would have this, Rudolph, Frosty, they would have Santa's Coming to Town. They would have all those movies playing. But the first movie that got played was How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It is iconic to me. I love this darn movie. I had it on Blu-ray at one point, and I had the Grinch, the original Grinch. I think it was like 73, 74. Like it was the 10-year anniversary of the movie, so it'd be 76. 10-year anniversary. They actually made stuffed animals of the Grinch and sold them at Christmas time during that time of year, and I had one. Because I love Boris Karloff, for Christ's sakes. We talked about him when we did the Halloween with Frankenstein, most iconic, creature of all time. And him singing a lot of the music in this was so. I just love this movie. I love this movie. Don't take me wrong, Jim Carrey is good, but for me, this holds a very special place in my heart.
Same. The only thing that I think the Jim Carrey movie has over this one for me as a early millennial, zennial, whatever you want to call me, half Gen X, half millennial, is the fact that I will say Jim Carrey one. I do enjoy Cindy Lou having the "Where Are You" Christmas song.
Yeah, I like that one as well. Too.
Like
That's a very
if
nice
this
song.
had if Cindy Lou and this might have had a song similar to that, I may enjoy this more than that. But that's the only thing I can say about the Jim Carrey one that I enjoy more than this. But this is my Grinch. This right here is my Grinch.
Also, you have to remember, this was more popular than the animated Cat in the Hat movie that came out around the same time. It was more popular.
Extremely more.
I had actually completely forgotten there was an animated Cat in the Hat special as well too.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember when it came to Cat in the Hat, and God forgive me for saying this,
Mike Myers.
the Mike Myers live action Cat in the Hat.
And
Which,
look
say
how-
what you will
look-
about it.
And just think of this, how popular both I mean, iconic both are. But look how the live action, which was more popular, just like the animated movie, was more popular.
Well, the problem is, and I don't mean to talk about like the live action stuff here real quick, but the problem is that Jim Carrey had so much flexibility, even underneath all that makeup, underneath all the prosthetics, underneath the Grinch suit itself. He was vibrant, he was lively, he moved around because he was able to basically adapt to the suit and be the Grinch as such. Jim Carrey, but Mike Myers, on the other hand, when it came to the Cat in the Hat suit, he
was
just very stifled in it. Yes. That's why even though he tried to give it some energy, it still felt like it was being held back.
My thing was I watching the Cat in the Hat, or was I watching Wayne's World, or was I watching Austin Powers? When because he couldn't tell who he was going to be.
I disagree to a point, because even Austin Powers is enjoyable. If you want to compare it to that, I would say he was trying to be the love guru.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you want to compare Cat in the Hat, I'll go with Love Guru, because it's just
I'd still give Cat in the Hat any time of the day over Love Guru, but I see what you mean, Campy.
I disagree. I'm kind of opposite, but
I'll say this: they are also making a new animated Cat in the Hat movie. So,
see, which is what they should have done to begin with. Like Mike Myers' voice in Cat in the Hat would have never been a problem for me, but just the live action, how weird and how odd and how just unpleasant that was.
Uncanny it was. It just kind
of
unpleasant.
You
gotta remember, Mike Myers never wore prosthetics on his face like Jim Carrey did. He had to have his face where you see his face the whole time, and that's
which is weird because you'd think he would have the experience ever since he was Fat Bastard in Austin Powers. So he had, maybe he didn't wear prosthetics as much as Jim Carrey did, but he wore a lot, at least in the times when he had to. So you think he would have the experience.
Well, the TV show The Pendaverant, which he just came out with after, I think it was like 2 years ago, he did prosthetics for like 6 different characters. So I don't think the prosthetics would have been a bigger deal. I think the studio was probably like, we want to make sure they know it's you, or we're not going to do this movie. I think that was really probably the truth. It might have been too much fur or something. Even it's just, I don't think Mike Myers would have had a problem with it. I feel like it was probably the studio. But yeah, the Grinch. I like I said, this list is odd in certain places, but I do feel like the top maybe 6 or 7 are what should be there.
I think they managed to get the list pretty well overall. I would say I think they did a good job on this.
Yeah, I rated it a little bit, but yeah,
Screen Rant's a hit or miss, but in this case, they managed to go for something decent.
I will also say this: that Claus movie that we scrolled by, I've heard of it, and I've heard some people said it was actually an all right movie, but
go back to it.
Yeah,
scroll up to it and like read the little synopsis so we can, because I don't know nothing about it.
So it says Claus could essentially be considered a semi-realistic retelling of Santa Claus is coming to town. After all, it does involve a postman telling the story of a kindly toy maker who gives gifts to the unhappy children of a gloomy village I'm having a beer moment. In a snowy northern country. Yeah. Hey, at least I can make fun of myself. Beard up. It does offer one of the most unique takes on the mythos, subverting the tropes of Santa Claus.
So following him as a toy maker instead of just being the Santa Claus himself. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
No, yeah, I've heard it was all right, and plus it's got a unique art style. That's very different.
I might have to give this a chance this year since Christmas.
I might.
If I remember right, when this
Watch
film
Party
was coming out, because it was originally through Netflix.
Maybe.
This was the first. This was the one of the big. What's the one I'm looking for? Like one of the big reasons why this film got popular was because Netflix was the one that made this, and I believe they even said they made this solely using 2D animation.
Ooh.
They wanted to stress that because
that almost remind. It almost looks like the stuff from Godzilla Vanishing Point. The style.
Singular Point.
Somewhat.
I don't really see it there. I kind of don't see that. Is the styles?
I mean the color. I mean the colors. It's the color.
The color scheming of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I suppose I can see it because it's vibrant. It is bright.
Ooh,
So I guess I can see that. Yeah.
I will say Claus on Rotten Tomatoes has a 95% critic score and a 96% audience score with over 2,500 reviews for the audience.
Screw Rotten Tomatoes. Go to critic list and see what's on the critics list.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good
there
point.
you go. Well, I mean, in that case,
Opening it up
then
now.
you could say this is a modern Christmas
Got your
classic.
password. Got your password.
How do you do that? Okay, so
Oh,
it's
man.
it's most excellent. It's got a 90% on critic list,
Nice.
but it's only got 30 voters. But still, I trust that more than
That's
Rotten Tomatoes.
that's more people that actually care about it than it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
it's,
Wait.
do we have
Go ahead.
anything else?
I think that's it. Unless y'all want to bring up if you want any, is there any like Christmas movies you think are underrated that people should check out or anything like that? I can bring that up. Like I said, Rise of
Again-
the Guardians is one you don't get talked about as much as it used to. That I think people should really give a shot to. But I
Yeah.
mean, other than that, is there any others y'all can think of, like live action or animated? It doesn't really matter at this point. Like
Polar. No, I'm kidding.
Polar's fuck.
The Star Wars Christmas movie, Christmas special.
Oh God, that's even worse than what I said.
I think
No,
that should be seen once and only once.
Seen just for the
Yeah.
sake of saying you've seen it. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know what. No,
And have lots and lots of alcohol while you're watching it.
honestly, I
I
said
haven't
it in the
seen-
last. I said it in the last.
You haven't
Christmas
seen
stream.
it?
I said it in the last Christmas stream, but I will say it again. Christmas Chronicles, the first one at least, is really freaking good for a Christmas movie. It's very wholesome, and it's really about two kids who accidentally knock Santa out of off his sleigh and screw up, and then so he has to help. They have to help him get it.
We forgot one, Campia. We forgot one.
What?
Which one?
He-Man and Shira's Christmas special. We totally forgot about it. We totally forgot about it.
It's
on-
and the
it's on
Masters of the Universe.
It's on YouTube. It's free on YouTube. That's like one of the least talked about. I just thought about it just now. I was like, that's the one where Skeletor actually learns Christmas spirit.
Yeah,
You know,
I remember that.
in it.
We
Yeah.
got our He-Man and our She-Ra. Well, if nothing else, if you can't think of any others,
I
everybody.
would also, I
Oh.
guess, I haven't seen this one myself, but I hear nothing but great things about it. I guess the one Christmas special I would recommend, like even though it's live action, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. I hear people
Oh,
really like that one a
yeah.
lot.
It's good.
I hear. I have not seen it, but I hear it's actually pretty good. So
But in
It's-
terms of animated, I would still really press hard and say people should watch Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Like I
Yeah.
grew up
Yeah,
watching that one a
so-
lot, and it's such a great.
It's
Odin-
a good
Odin.
anthology of the
Yes.
of different
I
stories.
just want to.
Mhm.
I just want to read a bit of Odin's review, which it's not very long. It's 2 sentences at
Oh,
most.
go ahead.
That's what she
But
said.
Odin
That's
on
what
the
she
Claus
said.
movie. Shut up. No, Odin on the Claus movie says, "We'll write more later, but a true gem of Christmas animation, underrated."
Oh,
That's what he
Right.
said. And he gave it 85.
straight,
So
straight
Maybe
to the point.
Maybe Tuesday night or Wednesday night after we watch the last episode of Dairy. Maybe we got something to watch.
I'd be down. I'd be
Wednesday
down to
night.
watch it.
I'd be yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get a hold of it. I'll put my
'Cause
fish on and get it.
again, the art style
Yeah.
here, I like it. Like I'm gonna be honest, like it's different than what we get now completely. Like we get
Well-
the same generic stuff and it looks kind of like copy and paste, but
Dude.
this one truly stands out. And it's like Ronan said, it's completely 2D. But there are times in that it looks 3D, and I'm just baffled by that.
It's
You
the
know
same thing
what?
with that other one that Phantom brought up, the one about the
Yeah.
Norse Santa. I'm curious
Mhm.
about that one as well.
You know what? We got the Tuesday because we here lately we've been doing like 3 watch parties during the week: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. We have to watch the He-Man She-Ra Christmas special Tuesday night just for the hell of it.
I'm down.
Just for the hell of it.
I guess I could stay up a little bit to watch that one. Yeah.
It shouldn't be very long, right? It's just a short Christmas special,
It's
right?
an
not
hour and like 5 minutes, I think, or something
Okay,
like
that-
that.
It's not very long. It's not very long.
Yeah, it's like 2 episodes of a TV show, basically.
Ronan, you can
Mhm.
power through
Alright.
it.
Yeah, I can power through that one. I'll be all right Wednesday.
What's
morning.
so cool about it? My He-Man and She-Ra box set. It's on the He-Man, but it's not on the She-Ra, which is kind of odd.
Anybody else hear him say my hero is She-Ra?
Yeah,
I heard that.
I heard
Yeah, no, I
that.
heard
Yeah, I
that.
heard
No, on my box set of He-Man, and because I have both He-Man and She-Ra, the complete series on both of them.
You said it right that
Because I
time.
love both shows. I love He-Man. I love the She-Ra show.
She-Ra
too.
wasn't as
Yeah.
bad as people make it out to be.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. It was she was girl boss, but I mean, it
Secret
was
of the
meant
Sword
to be.
was a Secret
She
of the
was
Sword was
supposed
a
to be though.
good
Like
fucking movie.
she was a female He-Man. What'd you expect her to be?
Yeah.
It's like what they've done with oh my god, I forgot her name. Red Sonja. She's supposed to be a strong hero. She's not supposed to be a
She's a girl
woke-ass-
boss.
Yeah, she was supposed to be a girl boss. So it's like that new movie I hear bad things about, but just because of the story, not because of the action or
We
anything.
gotta
Just
watch
like,
it.
They
We gotta
need
watch
a
it, review it.
You know what?
Bridget Nielsen
I'd
was a great
honestly
Red
be down.
Sonja.
I'd honestly
Bridget
be down.
Nielsen was a great Red Sonja in the original.
You know, we have to watch both movies back to back and do like a comprehensive review on it one time. We got to.
We could do that maybe in March or something.
Yeah.
So let's go with outros. Atomic.
Atomic.
You go first. Yeah.
Everyone's just no.
Talk over Phantom.
Yeah. Yeah. If obviously I'm Atomic. I got a freaking YouTube channel, which is I'm trying to reach 200 subscribers by the end of the year. Which if I don't get it, not the end of the world, but it's still a fun goal to strive for. I will say this: I am planning a subscriber count goal. I just don't know what it is yet. I won't disclose anything about it, but I'm just it's an idea I have. Just to make content. Honestly, no.
200 subscribers, and Atomic would confess his love to Ronan.
No.
What the hell?
No.
We all already know it. It's okay.
I can't confess something that doesn't exist.
Jury's out.
Fuck you. Why I ought to know. But you can find me on YouTube on Critic List, and I recommend downloading Critic List app if you haven't. It's actually a pretty damn good phone app. And
love Critic List.
You follow me on Critic List. Also follow the homies page on Critic List because that is great. And I'm also on Kick and like I said, X, and I'm here every Sunday. So yeah, Wakanda forever. No, but yeah, that's all I've got. So don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Ooh.
Ronan, what you got going on?
So like I said last night, I won't be doing any more streams on Sunday aside from this, the best movie talking show that we do every Sunday on For the Homies. Using Sunday now to kind of try and get in touch with God once again, try and meditate, relax, all that good stuff. But Wednesday I will be going back to my usual schedule, streaming Death Stranding. Saturday I will use to stream Fallout. And if I can fit any other days in between, I'm going to do that as well. Just follow me on X, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Kick, all that good stuff.
Awesome.
And then I'll let you everybody know.
One comment real quick, Ronan. One comment. Yes. We're just commenting on Nagranal's post. The GCA Discord did create a critic list section. So if you want to drop your critic list, go ahead, drop it in that critic list section.
All right.
It's right above the movies and TV section. So you go check out the links because I dropped some. I know I think Isaac dropped his critic list page, but yeah, a bunch of people dropping.
Yeah.
Now people get to fight it.
Yeah,
now people.
Eventually, we're going to integrate our critics, the homies critics list onto the show because this show literally, it was because of me and Ronan, all four of us talking about movies one night, and in the vein of the Monday Hangover. This is homage to Monday Hangover.
Shout out to Blaine, Mo, and Jay.
Yeah,
yes,
Blaine with his interesting takes.
We got to get him on this show. We got to get him on this show.
Well, actually, you know what? I got updates on Blaine, but I'll tell you guys about it after the show, of course.
Okay.
I will.
Oh, nice.
He's pregnant.
Nice.
With Jay's baby.
No, get it right. Get it right. It's Mo's baby.
Does Mo know?
Mo is the baby.
Yeah.
Put it away, Phantom. Put it away. So, anyway, we're happy.
I mean, he did do that. I'm just gonna say it.
So it's gonna be avocado then.
Baby avocado. He's already got a wife
Blaine
named Ava.
Avocado.
He's got a wife
Blaine
named
Avocado.
Ava Cotto. We got to come up with a kid name.
Yep.
Baby Cotto.
Baby
is the first
Cotto.
name.
Baby Cotto.
Grogu
Cotto.
Cotto. So I am M Campy U fan. I am a Sugar Honey Iced Tea memer of for the homies as well as the GCA. You can find me on X on Criticalist under M Campy U fan. I'm working on a video this week. Will come out with my first homies video, and then I'm working on another one for my channel to finally get some people over there because I've got 2 subscribers, Nishi and Freddie. Shout out. And but I'm gonna start trying to build my own channel. And you'll see me here every Sunday for the matinee with the homies. And just like I said, I appreciate everybody showing up to it. Back to you, Phantom.
So last night we had an epic gaming stream, and went really well. Even though we had Russian bots try to take us down. Fuck you, Russia. So Thursday night, for the homies podcast. Saturday night, I don't know if we're gonna do another gaming stream. We might not. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Back here next week, and we're gonna be talking about Steven Spielberg movies.
Mm-hmm.
We have watch parties in the Discord, and we're gonna watch one of Steven Spielberg's first movies Friday night. What's the name of the movie? Campia?
Sugarland. Let me look.
Sugarland Express.
Sugarland Express. Yeah, the Sugarland Express.
Did the old man thing of
Yeah.
Yes, people. Just I wear glasses. I can't wear them with these. I'm gonna get me some contacts. So.
Don't forget on December 26th, we're not gonna have a homie stream on Christmas like we did last year. This year it's gonna be that Friday, and it's gonna be our Kwanzaa stream. So we're gonna have a few people on there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah,
so thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure to like the stream. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. Also, you guys get a chance, go over there and subscribe to Basket City's media.
And Nishi does gaming.
And Nishi does gaming. Also, don't forget Breaking Bad tonight is beyond tonight. So
our
go
ginger
over there
friend
and sub to Jess. We're trying to get her monetized. She's already got the subscribers. We're trying to get her monetized. And go over there and say, yeah, Phantom said you love Rings of Power. Just remind her. So that's pretty much it for us. We're the homies, and we're heading out, and we'll see you guys Thursday night for the homies podcast. I'm Phantom X. He's Atomic Patriot. He's Ron of the Crusader. He's the Dollar Tree Rey Mysterio. M Campy. We're the homies, and we're out. If it's brown, flush it down, and we'll see you guys later. Have a great evening, everybody.
Like the stream nerds.
And oh yeah, Campy, don't be gay.